Where's the marker? I'm gonna put it. Not that one.
Oh.
The good one.
That blue one is the good one.
No. Good color.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
See colors though, huh?
No, that's why I like it, because it just looks like my suit. Is it the same color?
No.
Bro, it's red, bro. Juan,
But
that's
it's
red.
definitely white when you write.
It's white?
Yes.
It's definitely red, Juan.
It's red?
It's definitely red, Juan.
Stop, you're gonna go with the eye. Crazy.
I mean, if when you write it, it's when you write it.
Okay.
Oh.
You guys are very close. Alright, hey guys!
Hey, what?
Good morning!
Good morning.
Alright, we're going to talk about some of the simple 5 stages of leadership, or 5 levels, whatever. Well, everyone here is a leader, correct? My hair is like super gel today. Jesus Christ, I don't like it. I hate when it feels like that. But do you guys know what it like is to like be a leader, or like why like leadership is a cool thing, or you just like calling yourself a leader?
Why is it cool?
Coaching, mentoring.
So let's say coaching, mentoring. What are you coaching?
People.
What exactly are you coaching?
Sales.
Okay. Sales,
Personal growth.
Mentality.
mentality. What'd you say?
Personal growth.
Hopefully PD, personal development. What are you mentoring?
Mentoring more of like the habits.
Habits?
Habits, yeah.
Habits, routines. Okay? Judah, what do you think about leadership?
It helps you grow
They say
personally.
there's coaching, there's mentoring. What else has leadership?
Personal.
That's what I like, personal development.
Coaching, mentoring.
So there's someone in your life that's probably like a leader, right? That you like look up to. Alright, why? Why?
Sit in the face.
Beautiful. There we go. They set the example. Yeah, set example. Right? Someone who's actually like someone you can look up towards. That's what leadership is, right? And why this is a whole training program for leadership to like understanding how to like run a business, how to like do sales, how to like grow yourself as a person, as a coach, as a mentor, right? There's 5 levels to it, right? And you're not supposed to just like get promoted to leadership and be like, I'm the best leader. No, that's not how it goes, right? I wasn't the best leader when I did. I've been working on leadership skills since like middle school. Like when I first started in middle school, there was like this leadership class. It was like a military class, almost like ROTC. Watch, there's some people behind you. Just trample, just say, excuse me, bah, bah. Just get them out of the way, right? But like same thing, I've been doing this since like middle school, right? Going to like learn how to do leadership.
Just a quick question. I found this phone yesterday.
Okay.
By the
Don't handle that. But, and then I went to ROTC, right? And then the Navy. And they have a lot of leadership stuff. Have you ever done like a leadership course?
Yeah, I went on a whole camp.
Like band camp.
A whole week.
One time in band camp. No, I'm just kidding. A whole
It
leadership
was
camp?
my favorite thing ever. Yeah.
You said the band camp?
The band camp. One time in band camp.
I love American Pie.
Yeah. What about you? Did you ever have any kind of leadership, like classes, school, anything like that? Nope, this is your first like thing where you're trying to like build leadership skills. What about you, Gabe?
And I was in Interact,
Same thing?
which is like the community outreach club
Cool.
for school.
Fire. All
Nobody
right.
had that. Nobody else was in Interact. I was the only one.
I think mine was called literally leadership. Like my class
Okay.
was called leadership, but it's run by a dude in the army. What was yours, guy? Run by like a Boy Scout?
No, it was a girl.
Oh, okay, or like a Girl Scout?
We had
Something similar?
ASB,
Something similar?
Okay, it was similar to ASB.
Is it just like a teacher doing it?
a student body.
So it's students.
Yeah, like the student president.
You did that?
Well,
No?
We
Did you make fun of him or what?
Hell yeah, fuck it.
it was my French teacher that ran it.
Okay.
She was amazing.
That's cool. What about yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
More like it's just athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Athletics will teach you a lot of mentality, right?
Yeah.
It'll teach you how to do mentality and coaching a lot. That's a mentoring, not mentality. But let's write this down. So on your book, just write 5 levels of leadership. I recommend, if none of you guys went to the military, you guys should quit and go on the list right now. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Bro's gonna lose
But-
his whole team.
Don't do that. But it'll teach you a lot. One, it'll teach you so much. But it says here, right? By focusing on your personal development and improving yourself every day, you will see growth in your career. Right? Personal development is correlated with professional growth. So if you want to advance professionally, you must advance personally. right? There's no like CEO, there's no like GM, there's no successful person that doesn't have like their personal life in order. Right? Once in a while you'll see like a senator or someone that's supposed to be a leader be an alcoholic and then they go to jail. Right? That's what happens. When you have power, when you're in a position of like power or like leadership and you start having bad habits, it shows and you get in trouble a lot more. Right? It genuinely, no one looks up to you no more. So really, if you want to set the example, if you want to be a good coach, a good mentor, you gotta do like say sports. Who's your favorite coach? You still know his name. I know you do. What's his name?
Tony Diaz.
Tony Diaz. What sport?
Play tennis.
What was it?
Tennis.
Tennis? Why was he your favorite?
Well, he brought the best out of me. When it was a time when I had other coaches that would push me in a way that will produce results, but my outside life afterwards was not doing too well. With him, it was like life and my athletics. My progression in it was just like everything was working together. He really enforced the idea that you are a student athlete, you're just not an athlete.
Okay, I see exactly what you mean. So, was he a good example for you though?
100%.
You looked up to him. Did you ever see him do any bad habits, or was he just good at tennis, good at everything?
No, I didn't. I had multiple coaches that I looked up to, but him and then there's both of them were Mexican dudes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
They're always the hardest working too. Right, but you never saw him do any bad habits. Exactly. What about you? Did you have a good coach mentor? Pops?
Pops.
How bad was it? Did you ever see him do bad habits? Not really. That's your pops. You look up to him all the time. He like taught you everything, like your mentality, how to do it. Exactly. What about you? Same thing?
Pops.
Your pops? Did you see him do bad habits? Muscle memory.
Yeah.
And then he said, right here. I did too. I look up to my dad a lot too, but I saw him do some stuff. Right? Same thing. What about for your leadership course? What time is it?
It's 10:54.
9:54. Okay, I was gonna say because I just walked in. Alright, what about you? Did you ever see that teacher do any like crazy bad habits? No, right? For overall, you guys don't, right? If you look up to somebody, you don't really see them do the most bad things, right? But becoming the best version of yourself will allow you to handle more responsibility and become a better leader, right? There are 5 levels of leadership, and where we get this from is John Maxwell. Have you guys ever heard of John Maxwell? Right, he wrote a lot of books. He's actually very smart, right? He's not just like some dude dressed up in a suit teaching you guys some stuff, right? He actually knows a thing or two. He went to school. He like studies people. He studies psychology and what actually works with humans, all right? So you can use these to gauge your personal and professional growth. So the first one is position. It's your position, right? It's learning how to lead. Yourself, actually. You learn how to lead yourself. Because if you're never gonna be, you can never ever like train somebody if you can't like coach yourself, right? You can never like teach somebody how to do something if you haven't taught yourself how to do it first, right? It's like me trying to teach someone how to play basketball. I can't even make a 3-point to save my life. You see on these, I can hardly make these, bro. Like, I don't know basketball like that. I can't, right? But if you want to go to a golf course, I'll teach you a little something about the golf course, right? A little something about baseball. I can teach you a little something about baseball. How to sell a phone? I got you, right? I got you, right? You want to upsell? I got you, all right? But this is literally leading yourself to priorities and discipline. Every single day, you guys aren't gonna have motivation. You guys heard about that, like, find something that motivates you. Bro, like, you're not gonna be motivated all the time. I promise you, dude. You won't. There's gonna be days where you do not want to even wake up, you're like, damn it, why'd you wake me up? I'm just kidding. But it's because there's just lack of motivation. You know what I'm talking about, though?
That's so true.
You see? You're like, damn it, I opened my eyes again. Everyone's been there. It's like the pressure, everyone goes through stuff like that. But what's gonna take, like, if you don't have motivation, what's really gonna separate it is discipline. Showing up every day. 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 Right? Showing up every single day. Right? But it says here, you're a boss. Level 1, you're more of a boss, not a leader. Right? You're not a team. You rely on regulations and policies to control their people. Right? It's very critical. Peace out, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
Drive safe.
DJ Denise.
DJ. Right? But that's level 1. Right, just position. You learn how to lead yourself, learn how to get a little bit better. Right, a lot of people when they first get here, they try like telling people what to do. Boom, boom, boom. Like I said, more of a boss. Right, take a step back, start developing yourself a lot more. All right, level 2 is permission. And this is where people choose to follow you. All right? Because they want to, right? Giving them permission. They give you permission to lead them. People start giving you permission. That's where it comes from. You see? That's why it's called permission. Level 2. They start giving you permission. Like, hey, I like this person. This person's gonna get me to where I want to go. Right? Everyone, like, we all agree. There's somebody we're like, I'm looking up to this person. This person's gonna help me get to where I want to get to. Right? However much, I'm just gonna trust this person. I'm gonna start doing it. Start being that for somebody else. Right? Wouldn't it be pretty cool if someone like looked up to you in a way that's like, damn, this guy's gonna help me get to where I want to get to? This is a pretty cool feeling. I hope you guys all feel it. Right? Realistically. So that's where you start getting to level 2. It says here, team feels like they're cared for, right? They're included and they're valued, right? They work together, right? People follow because they want to, learning how to influence others, right? There's a book I've been reading for like a month, but I'm gonna get really more on it. I like fell asleep reading it last night, right? I was laying on my couch, I did it, fell asleep, and then I woke up at 2:30. I was like, book submission, right? I don't know if you guys looked at it, but I didn't even type it. I just read it. I was like, I remember it talking about like characteristics and like how people are liking and stuff like that. But it's a really good book on like how to influence others, right? When I'm done with it, someone should read it. It's a pretty big book though. It's like intimidating. All right. But the third level. This is production. This you start producing results. Right? Knowing how to motivate others to get things done. Like I said at the beginning, you're not always going to have motivation. So you start learning how to motivate. Alright? Sometimes there has to be someone like, let's go! Let's go! That's why there's people like bringing energy, right? Because sometimes you're not always down, right? A step to success, have a great attitude. Sometimes there's not going to be someone who has a great attitude. Right? But there's gonna be a leader who's gonna have the best attitude. They're gonna come in like smiling like a psychopath. Like, why is this person smiling, bro? Like, we gotta go knock. It's raining outside. You know what I mean? But just that energy when you're just feeding off that person, it's gonna help. It's gonna start motivating you, right? So when you get to level 3, you have the ability to get people excited. You have people to get people motivated, right? You're motivated all the time. Why? Why do you think you're motivated, and how you can motivate other people at level 3 now? How do you think you're being able to do this? Think critical thinking.
Believe.
You're all like working towards a shared goal.
How are you personally? How is Jaden able to motivate Gabe? When like a couple months ago you weren't motivated.
Leading by the example, right?
Yeah, exactly. You start having discipline. You learn discipline in leadership, and it got bigger and it got better, and now you're producing results because of your discipline, because you were showing up every single day. Now you know how to, because you just went through it. You know how to do it now. So now you can start coaching. You can start actually showing the results. People were attracted. I hear they start seeing, oh, this guy's disciplined. This guy's going where he's going. And sometimes they're gonna follow someone who's not exactly knowing where they're going, but they're just excited to be a part of it. They're like, hey, we're gonna get here together. Let's go. But now the results are showing. Right? All that hard work, all that discipline, all that showing up every single day is starting to actually show. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. 4, people development. This is beautiful. P-O-P-L-E. P-O-P-L-E. Development. All right. You have these written down? Yeah. What's my saying? Write it down 10 times. Say it 10 times. Record it 10 times.
No, I'm taking notes on how to say it now.
Okay, how to do it. Right, so there's different levels, right? At first, when you're first in leadership, you're gonna learn how to like write the notes and get excited to it, right? When you start developing a lot more, like Judah, he's like, okay, let me see how I can teach this. What's Juan saying that now I can start teaching it like this?
Run it back.
Exactly, this is more people development, right? It gets to a good stage, people development. So, it says here, reproduction. Not like birth. All right? Identifying and developing future leaders. So here, in these 3 stages, right, there's a lot of followers. There's a lot of followers here for you, right? But here is when you can start actually teaching people how to lead, right? You know how to do it all now. You know how to be a good leader. Now it's like how you can build another leader. Right, how you can teach someone to be almost as leading, right? It's pretty cool when you see yourself doing good and leading others, and someone else that you, like first someone who looked up to you, and now there's people looking up to them, right? You taught them how to look up to other, how people look up to them. Does that make sense? Right? That's people development. As I said, your ability to perform at a high performance team which indicates a high level of performance. 80% of your money, time, and energy goes into developing people. That's why a lot of people they don't do so good in this business sometimes, right? Especially like salespeople, they'll come in like from sales and they're super excited about sales. And they're like, I love sales, but they're not good at people development, right? You're never gonna actually grow if you're not good at developing people. If you're not good at becoming the best version of yourself. A lot of salesmen, like if you go to like solar and all that, they'll come into the office, right, and they'll leave and they'll go to the bar and get faded, and then they'll go make like 2 solar sales, right? And they're off for the day, right? They kick in their Tesla and they try to find it. That's not what this is. We're not that sales yet, right? This isn't really about sales. You're really good about sales for like how many months in total are you really stressed about sales? About 4 months. You're really stressed about sales. Other than that, you start learning sales. It's gonna come in. The campaigns aren't too hard. We're working with True Connect. It's not the hardest campaign, right? It really isn't. It's a free phone, right? It's really a free phone, right? And you start getting a lot better. Building value. We're helping like the lower income, the community outreach. But what's gonna be crazy? Because what our clients want is True Connect. Like you can have like Judo. It's beautiful. Dropping 19 phones, upgrades. That is great. That's better than that's almost as much the whole office did the day before. Like it doesn't even make any sense. You know, that's one person, right? But imagine if there was 10 Judos. Think about that. Just 10 of them. That's what the client wants. That is crazy, and that's people development, right? That is straight people development. If you can develop that, right? Scott, how many? You like what? 18 too?
I did 14, sir.
14, right? Same thing. If there was like 14 Scots doing 14, like what? Bro, get this man his own office immediately, right? If you can start teaching them how to do that, exactly, showing them the good example, right? There's stuff that pop up. Sometimes you'll go home and your locks are changed to your crib, right? What are you gonna do? Your pants are down. There ain't nothing happening, right? What do you do in that situation, right? How do you handle that situation, right? That's also people development, right? Because people are gonna look up like, how are you acting in such a time of need? Like when shit is bad for you, people are still looking up to you. How are you performing under the highest stress level? All right. But that's people development. You're trying to build other people. And then 5, this is great. This is pinnacle. Right. This is moving a organization / industry. There are some industry leaders, right, that are just absolutely insane in direct sales. Right, this can go for anything. Like industry leaders, organizational leaders in football. Who are they?
Organizational leader?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Fuck no. Bill Belichick, Patriots.
Bill Belichick is crazy, right? Say, think of the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, right? Think about it. He went to KC and he started tearing stuff up.
Nick
Right?
Sirianni.
Who else? Name someone. Name a basketball. Kobe.
Kobe.
Right? Those are
Michael Jordan.
Those are organizational leaders. Those are industry, like they move industries. They set like such an example that's like insane, right? We can get into politics. People who are leading the most craziest organizational change in American history, like that. We can't say that. We can't say that. We can't. I'm just kidding. Right? But no, for example, like that stuff is crazy. When you can lead, like that's like the biggest organizational change. When you can just lead millions of people. Elon. What's his other name? Amazon dude.
Steve Jobs. I mean, not
Jeff
Steve
Bezos.
Jobs.
Steve
Jeff
Jobs.
Bezos, yeah.
All those people, right? They change industries. They change so much technological advancements, right? And you know how many? Think about it. You don't think they started here, learning how to like develop themselves? You've seen that picture of
In the garage.
in the garage, yeah. Amazon. He just kicking it on a little thing that said Amazon.com watching out in the
Have you
thing,
seen a
right?
picture of all the people that like funded like Facebook, like all
Yeah.
these are all just kicking it in like a little like mini warehouse, like literally
Yeah.
like a
Exactly.
shack.
Yeah, like how
They're
we
all
are in the
billionaires
office at the end of the night. It's like all 5 of us looking to see in the office at the end of the night, right? Getting like, what are we doing better? Like, how can we build this business from the bottom up? How are we gonna go from 3 leaders in here to fucking 30 people? How are we gonna do this? This is how we're gonna do this. Everybody needs to be like, okay, so you guys need to look at where you guys are and how to move to the next step, right? If you guys are stuck right here, figure out how do you get right here. If you're stuck right here, if you're good at developing people, right, but they're not actually like leaders, you gotta figure out where you exactly are, right, and how you can get better. It really says here, Pinnacle has a lot of respect though. Let's put this in this. Respect.
So, stands up.
Right there after people.
Industry.
Moving
Moving an organization or industry.
an organization / industry.
And moving people.
Tiger Woods, golf. You know what I mean? What do you mean? Yeah, he got bad habits. You know what I mean? He be changing wife like I change underwear. But anyway, that's some examples, right?
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, right? Exactly. Shark Tank. There's just people that just like can move industries. In our industry, Richard.
But that's, yep.
Like, are you serious? Richard Anderson, like industry mover. Another one, the Geraldo brothers, right? If you guys don't know them, Carlos and I forgot the other brother's name. I'm so sorry, right? Organizational leaders. They're crazy. They have literally changed how we do stuff, and they've made it so much better. All right, they stand out from everybody else because they lift up an entire organization, right? They influence everyone to stand out, not just their team. Like I say all the time, don't just focus on your team. Don't just focus on you. Anybody you see, you should try influencing. Like, I'm telling you, when I was like going through the whole training program, when I was like going from office to office, like going on road trips, right? There were some offices I would just go to and I see a trainee, I'm like, oh bro, come here, let me teach you the 8 steps. And like the owners would look at me like, bro, he's not on your team, you're not a part of my office, but you're teaching this guy everything. I'm like, yeah, we're in the same organization, we're in the Smart Circle Sales Network, like, of course I'm gonna help him with whatever. Right? I took him out to the field, I trained their guys, you know, I did everything, right? Just like Sarah was offering to come over here. Those are just people who like genuinely just want to help, right? Organizational, not just teams, not just groups, someone who wants to uplift everybody, all right? But those are the craziest steps to leadership.
Mr. 10X.
10X, Grant Cardone, right? That just blew up, and now like he blew up, and now his whole industry is blowing up. Like you can see all the things on like social media now. Everything's changing. Like there's just people who change industries because they got good at themselves. They got good at getting people to want to follow them. They got good at actually the results, at actually building other people. Duplication is the only way to scale a business and scale your skill set. And then same thing, people development. They got ultra good at that. And then here, they changed industries. They changed their business. They changed organizations. But you'll never get here if you can't do this. You have to work on yourself first. All right, do you guys have any questions? Please, no, and one question. Any question of five levels of leadership, Christian?
For you, how do you feel like you got to pinnacle so fast?
I don't think I'm at pinnacle. I can say that, but I don't think I've changed an organization.
Compared to you know, maybe you're just being humble, but
Yourself. Focus on yourself every single day. I even think I'm not the best version of myself. Genuinely, I'm very honest. I think I've improved a lot, but like literally, it's just gonna start with like you. You never get to pinnacle. You never get respect. You never get people development if you really cannot focus on yourself first and genuinely caring for people. Like looking at people's numbers and just like, okay, this is 2 people, this is 3 people on my team, this is 4 people on my team. All right, we got 6 people in here now. No, it's like genuine. Like, how can I genuinely do something for you? Right? I care about what they're adding to you, what you're doing for them. That's the thing of leadership. Not what people can do for you, what you can do for others. That's the difference. Like, people are gonna follow you. They're gonna follow you because they see what you can do for them. Does that answer? All right. Thank you.
thank you.
Hit it.
Hey guys!